Dushin, lead pass, in comes Byfield. Byfield, a centering pass, just missed Jarvis, who was alone in front. Kursanov lost the puck. Cooley a chance, he ripped that high and wide.
Good pressure by Byfield and a good backhand pass.
Byfield picks it loose in the corner. Perfetti winds and shoots. Byfield walks out of the corner with it. Throws it back in. Jarvis scores.
Quinton Byfield makes a little spin move and puts it right into the space where Seth Jarvis is moving in. And there's the strength of Byfield. Very difficult to push off the puck.
Played for the York Simcoe Express in midget hockey. You may have heard of a player who played for York Simcoe, Connor McDavid, among the many who's come out of that great program north of Toronto. Works right back in front. The shot backhanded wide. Great chance there for Byfield.
Speaking of confidence, this young man, Quinton Byfield, should definitely have it, scoring 61 points last year with the Sudbury Wolves. Have you liked his performance so far?
He's been fantastic. He was the OHL Rookie of the Year, the CHL Rookie of the Year, and you can see why. I think he's much more of a playmaker than he is a goal scorer. 32 assists in 64 games. He looks to make plays. He's got great vision, and then he's looking to pass the puck. He's looking for his teammates. As a center, you always like to see a center who can make the plays. It's not just the scoring, it's also the back checking, the ability to understand where the play is going and where to be when you don't have the puck and how to break up plays. He's one of the top-ranked players in the 2020 draft, and this is, as Craig has said, this is the beginning. But at 6'4", I can see him in the National Hockey League sooner than later.
We're going to be hearing his name quite often heading up to the 2020 draft.
And now Quinton Byfield works in. LaPierre to the goal mouth. Byfield pulls it back and scores between the legs.
When you're that skilled, your hands are that soft, and you have the size. I mean, there's just no way when he has a path. It's beautiful. They used to call that cheeky. Not anymore. That's high-end skill. A thing of beauty. I'm nominating it for the Hunt.
Byfield works it in deep. Cooley in shoots.
Byfield staying right on the puck and relentless in the strength of him. Under the stick, finds it, takes a look, and now he tries to get a short side around the net. He's always looking, probing.
For Byfield. Byfield in shoots. Wallstead save. Rebound. And Lucas Cormier pokes at that.
What's Byfield going to be like to handle once he grows up a little bit? He's already a handful.
Back of the line is Byfield. Long shot, tipped just wide. And you see him in the hallway. I mean, he's a man. He's 6'4". He's 215 pounds. He came wheeling by the Canadian bench. It was like a freight train went by. The shot's been tipped wide. Byfield for Drysdale. Works again. 3 for $1. And Jarvis missed on that one. Back he goes to Poirier. Poirier shoots through the traffic. Wallstead save. Byfield works it and shoots. Wallstead save. Byfield back with it. Time and lays it in deep for Byfield. Byfield digs it free. Quinton Byfield works loose. High in the slot. Now Byfield shoots, and Wallstead through the traffic makes the stop.
When Quinton Byfield gets moving, good luck trying to get a body on him to deter him in any way. So powerful.
What would you say is the strength of your game?
Probably my two-way game I play now. My coach, Corey Stillman, he really got me into playing the full 200 feet of the ice, and I think that's really my skill of the game, using my size and speed down the wall and creating offense.
Another good feed by Byfield back in front. Byfield a chance! And leaning back is Patnode. And Byfield couldn't quite squeeze that in. Long way from the Canadian bench, so when Byfield knocks down that clearing attempt, here they come again. Byfield centers Jarvis in, little backhand pass.
No need to be making cute backhand plays there.
In comes Byfield again, fires, and Patnode makes the stop. Byfield back on the bouncing puck. That long reach holds, feeds down to Jarvis. O'Rourke across the Hunt, shoots. Patnode the save. LaPierre has a look to the goal mouth. He goes. Byfield holds, feeds across, a bouncing puck, finds a lane. Now swings back. 35 to go in the power play. Cormier to Perfetti. In to the goal mouth he goes. Byfield sends it across, a bouncing puck loose in front.
I'd like to see Byfield with that strength and the size. Bring it into the pads, not try to make a pass.
Sends it back in front. Quick shot there. Skarov save, rebound, score! Quinton Byfield.
2 goals in the game so far for Quinton Byfield from Newmarket, Ontario, representing the Sudbury Wolves. Craig Button has him ranked 6th overall in his early edition of the 2020 draft rankings. I don't know, I see this young man climbing.
When I went back to Sudbury, I took more of a 200-foot game, like what they like to play. Before I was just playing offensively, not really going back to my own end, which my coach didn't like. So me and him sat down about that as well. So I started playing more defensive, and he was trusting me, and so then I got more ice time, which was really good as well. That's what I really took away from it.
So now, Hlinka-Gretzky, it's Canada always goes in as a favorite. How do you feel about that? Like, going into this tournament knowing that you're the team that has everybody after you?
That's definitely good. That's a good thing. That everyone wants to beat you, so everyone's going to come at you with their hardest game. So you just have to, every time you play, you got to step it up a level, and that's what we're going to do.
Well, Quinton Byfield talked about Corey Stillman, and Byfield was an exceptional player in midget, but Corey really impressed upon him that he could do so much more in the game, expand your game, and I think that when you watch Quinton play, it's not just the offense, but he does play a real thorough, complete game. Byfield, who maneuvers his way over the blue line.
Had a couple of assists against the Finns. Perfetti shoots. It's tipped wide by Byfield. Poirier. Back to Cormier. Shoots. Tipped wide by Byfield. Here's Byfield. Sends it back in front. They score. Byfield finds Ryan O'Rourke with a great pass. And
Byfield makes a perfect pass.
A race for it. Byfield gets in, and Byfield drops it back, wins that battle, and plays it back to Neighbors. Byfield spins off the check in the corner. Walks out, a little backhand pass, and a chance there for Hunt. That was blocked. And Malley has it back for the Czechs. Up into Simone, he turns it over. Byfield to Neighbors. Neighbors in, shoots, that's blocked. And now Svozil plays it out for the Czechs. And right away stolen right back by Neighbors for Byfield. In comes Byfield, holds, shoots, that was blocked.
This little quick move, you need outstanding feet and agility to make that play, and the way he turns quickly and then he takes that right to the net. He's got the size, he's got the puck skills, and we're always working to find comparable types, but as I said, the more I watch Byfield, the more I'm seeing Evgeny Malkin as a comparable type.
Byfield feeds that back to Drysdale. Lapierre works the other point. Lapierre to Drysdale. Back across to Perfetti to the goal mouth. Byfield sends it back across. Missed Lapierre with that pass. The bench, Gooley steps into that shot. Bednash fights it off and makes the save. Byfield drops it back to Gooley. In again, shoots. That goes wide. Byfield gets tied up in the corner. Just shields off his man. Winds across the top. It gets poke checked away from him. Byfield takes it back away from Novak and slides it across to Poirier. Knocked away by Rochette. He's away along with Byfield. In comes Byfield short-handed, trying to drop that back. Lapierre walks it in, shoots, hit the goalpost, rebound, score! Byfield. He won't last long at the draft in Montreal.
He's a legitimate challenger to go first overall. He really is, Gordon. I know Alexis Lafreniere is really good. He's a top-end player. But this young man, he's a legitimate challenger.
Here is Byfield streaking in. Quinton Byfield works in. He's poke check.
His ease of skating, he makes it look easy. He just kind of swings past the Finnish defenseman. When you're 6'4.5" and you can move like that, soft hands, special feet.
6'4", 215 pounds. Likely going to be closer to 230 when he fills out.
I really believe, Gord, he hasn't even started to tap into some real high-end potential. He's just learning and learning. He credited Corey Stillman, his head coach up in Sudbury, with really being instrumental in his game progressing last year, and I think it's going to go leaps and bounds again this year.
Alan Miller, who was on the management team for this Canadian squad, he sees a lot of a player he had in the early days in Guelph in Todd Bertuzzi.
Well, and Todd was that big man who could skate effortlessly, had soft hands.
Byfield bangs that back down the ice as time winds down. As Drysdale sends it ahead, finds Byfield. Byfield in short-handed, holds, walks in. Byfield shoots, and Wallstead got a piece of that.
Well, Quinton Byfield had an excellent opportunity right into the slot area. Just kind of misplayed the puck.
For Byfield. Byfield in, shoots, he fired that wide. They moved the puck ahead. Erickson got tied up, and Cooley pokes it ahead for Byfield. With Jarvis, Byfield moves in and shoots. Save made by Wallstead. The loose puck bounced away. Canada's Donovan Sabrango. And in comes Byfield in stride. Quinton Byfield works it. A centering pass is broken up there. Byfield trying to work it free, does. Quinton Byfield walks out, shoots, he ripped that wide. That's picked off and moved ahead quickly by Byfield. Quinton Byfield In shoots, Wallstead save. And away comes Byfield with Jarvis. Byfield, who sets Jarvis, works in back for Jarvis.
There was a perfect example, Gord. Byfield attacking and Jarvis getting to that open ice. Byfield puts a great pass onto his stick, and there was an opening and an opportunity.
Byfield back to Jarvis, shoots. Orienta Sabrango. Lead pass for Byfield. Byfield drops to the trailer. Neighbors a hard shot, and Patton makes the stop.
Quinton Byfield, we know that he's very athletic and very big man, but he's also got very excellent soft skills, as they say, on puck handling, agility, maneuverability. He's got a nice touch on his passes, handles the puck in traffic.
Byfield lifts that ahead, moves in with Neighbors. Byfield, nifty move. His shot was blocked.
A few maneuvers, but he wasn't able to get a shot off. Shows off his hands in tight.
In addition to the 29 goals last year, 61 points in 64 games for Sudbury.
Yeah, so you come in as the first overall pick in the Ontario Hockey League. There's expectations, and he certainly met those.
Quinton Byfield flips that back to O'Rourke. O'Rourke shoots, just missed wide. In comes Byfield. Drops it back to Jarvis, a shot that goes wide. Byfield back with it. Shovels it back for Sabrango. Back to Byfield. Perfetti at the side of the goal, shoots, and Askarov makes the save with Jarvis. For the goal mouth is Byfield. Byfield drops that back to Drysdale, across to Lapierre, a centering pass. Perfetti can't pull the trigger. Cole Perfetti back for Drysdale, winds and fires. Askarov save, rebound, loose in front, a rugby scrum for it. Rebound for Byfield, shoots, Askarov is down, and somehow Yaroslav Askarov keeps it out, and Byfield can't believe it.